All right, guys. My name is Andre.
My name is Andrea.
And we are
Crossing Borders.
once again here with you guys. We appreciate you more than you realize. We appreciate you guys coming in here to this live stream. We are excited about this one. Tonight is movie night, okay? Normally it's not movie night, but tonight we're doing movie night. We are going to do a throwback from 2017, a movie that was produced by some brothers that came down to South America that kind of catapulted Black men taking advantage of their passports and actually going out to get their passports.
Okay, baby, can you give me one of the cushions?
Oh yeah, there you go. Enjoy your cushion. All right, there you go. You good?
There we go. Yeah, I'm good.
All
good
right.
Chick.
How's your week going?
Has been pretty good. We ending a really good month. Yes, I'm gonna tell some, my news, but yeah, continue.
All right, I want to hear what you had to say because I know what's going to take place next week that you might want to tell people about.
Yes, you guys, you know that the next weekend we're gonna have new president, so it's gonna be Sunday. We're gonna have a new president officially. So we will see how everything's going on in Colombia. So yes, I think it's gonna be a big day between Sunday and Monday next week. So people recommend just to be in your Airbnb hotel house just
be safe out there, guys.
Be safe because there's a new president, a new regime. No, it's
regime.
Okay, we say régimen in Espanol.
We say administration too.
Okay, but this is totally new administration. For the first time, we're gonna have a president from the left because from the history in Colombia, we always have presidents for the right, de la derecha. I know if I'm not.
Republicans and the Democrats, in other words.
Something like that.
The first time they ever had a Democrat public president.
Yeah,
just to give you guys.
For example, because I don't know how to explain, but well, that's it. So yes, you guys. So that's the thing. So it's we're gonna have that next Sunday, and another thing, you guys, is not this week, the next week. You guys, that Petronio Alvarez is gonna start in August 10th.
The Black Festival.
So I think August 10th is Wednesday, if I'm not mistaken.
Could be.
Always start in the middle of the week until Sunday next week. Not this week, the next week, until August 15th. And we're gonna have holiday, of course. So yeah,
they get the day off, the weekend off.
Yeah, they always choose the festival with a holiday, including to people rest and everybody rests that Monday. But yeah, you guys. So that's the only news that I want to talk about to you guys. And yeah, hello to everybody. I'm going to start to shout out to the comments. We got here Robert B. I need to be.
Go ahead. I know you like to read from the other side, even though I like to read from the other side. So you go ahead and blow it up for you.
Yeah.
You good? You want to make it larger?
Yeah, wait a second, you guys, because they're my eyes.
Wait
a second.
I think that's as far as it goes.
Okay, Robert B. say Andrew, the Black Filipino, did a live stream today to discuss why men are going overseas, or sisters got the message why Colombia with double O, Costa Rica, the Philippines, and Thailand, women are or wives.
Yeah. I'm going to take a look at that, Rob, after we get done with the live stream. Take a look at Black Filipinos video.
Okay, we got here Felicia. Thank you a lot for being here. For being here. We got Bruce Rain. Thank you so much. Oh my God, thank you so much, Mr.
I like that name, the Mr.
Thank you a lot. Let's see. We got here. Thank you a lot for always supporting. Anthony Thomas.
Oh, yeah.
So, Andre.
What's up, Ant?
We got Learn Crypto TV.
Nose.
Buenas noches, mis amigos. We got Anthony Thomas looking the street with the Sunday night MLB game got the under. Okay, I think it's coming for you. I don't understand.
Baseball.
Yeah.
American baseball.
Yeah, I don't understand anything. Global paper is here. Thank you a lot. I love my teeth over here. Look at that.
Yeah,
That's
your
cute.
teeth does look nice.
Yeah. You look nice too with that shirt.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Spence.
Blah the signs, a big truck driver back in the building. On the road, we speaking, are just listening. Okay, wait a second. J Tag, okay.
So Jay.
Jake Edwards, thank you a lot. Always supporting.
No, right? From the A.
Coast Corner.
Coos Corner. We interview Coos.
Okay. I'm sorry, my bad.
In Africa.
Mo is here.
In the building, that's right, Mo.
Yeah, Big Mike. Okay.
Mr. Chile himself.
Charles is here.
Shout out Charles, Mr. Moderator.
It's live here too. Thank you a lot. Gabriel Cato. Hey, you guys. I talked to both of you guys a lot.
Oh man, glad that you made it down here, made it to the live stream tonight.
Okay, thank you so much for always. Okay, wait a second. Always supporting. We gotta be here. A comment. And they say I was frustrated in the U.S. for a long time, and I blame myself for the longest until I found out about the problem. It wasn't me. So I just decided to move to Chile.
There you go. Renee is in the building.
Renee, Sherwin, thank you so much.
Oh yeah.
We got here. Hello, Travis Trapp. Hello from Atlanta. I'm coming to Cartagena for the first Thursday morning.
All right, there you go.
Nice okay.
All right, make sure you guys click that like button. We like you. Make sure you like us too. Like Queen of the live stream, Felicia say, make sure you wipe your feet on the mat.
Yes, sir.
Meaning click the like button as you come in, guys. Like we said, we're going to start this video in a moment. It is a classic video. This was a time when so many people that have passed on Brazil were still alive. The first person that was still alive was Charles Tyler was still alive in 2017 when this video came about. Youssef was still alive, my brother who I still miss, who passed of COVID in 2020, 2021.
Yeah.
He was still alive, and a lot of brothers that were still around and kind of promoting relocating to South America. But this video is specifically about Brazil. Now they are at the point now they have Frustrated 3. The third movie is coming out real soon. If it's not already, we're going to introduce you to the trailer for that one as well. So you guys can go ahead and check out that movie as well. But we're going to go back in time and let you guys actually see, who haven't had a chance to see the movie that actually set it off and pissed off a lot of black women and women in the United States in general when it came to black men traveling to South America. So we're going to get started. Let's get started. We're going to probably stop every once in a while. Mm-hmm. Make sure you keep those super chats coming. We appreciate you guys. Once we get done with the movie, we want to hear what you have to say about the movie we watched and how things are a little different or things might just be the same when it comes to men dating in America. Let's get ready to get started.
Okay, let me indications, director.
All right, you're going to go right here.
Here?
You're going to go to the last one.
Okay, sorry, my bad.
That's it. Go to that one.
There we go.
All right, now you're going to go to, let's see. Let's go down here. And let's get ready to get started.
Okay.
Quando eles têm um grupo, a gente vamos para discoteca aqui no Brasil, tem o Rio de Janeiro, vai para show, Rio Santo, a gente levamos os meninos para poder curtir. E também eu queria dizer que eu não sei o porquê as mulheres americanas não gostam que eles venham para cá. Porque quando eles vêm para cá, eles são muito bem tratados, porque as brasileiras sabem cuidar deles, entendeu? E também tem que, muitos falam pra gente que as mulheres americanas só querem saber trabalho, e esquece o marido, esquece E elas não gostam. Eles falam que chegam em casa, no país
Can you guys hear all right? Put a 1 in the comment section if you can hear it good. Put a 1 in the comment section if you can hear it.
E as mulheres só pensam em trabalho, 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 e não pensam no, às vezes, no maravilhoso que está do seu lado. Os americanos, entendeu? Por quê? Eu gostaria.
Thanks, guys. And if you have any comments that you want to put in during the video, any super chats you want to put in during the video, we're going to hit the super chat questions and statements first, and then we're going to go to everybody else. So thank you for putting the 1 in the comment section, letting us know. And at the same time, we want to hear what you guys have to say. So even as it's going, we might stop maybe once or twice to make a comment, but for the most part, we all are going to talk about it in the end of the video because it's a really, really good movie. And those of you that saw the original, you already saw that it was kind of like a mix.
Das festas deles lá, que eu vou com certeza que eu não tô morta e vou curtir muito, muito mesmo lá. Tem que fazer um pequeno documentário.
How's the sound now, guys? Was it no sound for a while? Put a 2 in the comment section if there was no sound, letting us know if the sound stopped. If it didn't stop, put a 1.
People living on the sidewalks and that kind of stuff, man. But she's not like that at all.
So it went out. So should we go back to the beginning so everybody can hear? Give me a 1 if it should go back to the. We should go back to the beginning. So you hear us. So go back to the. Okay. So we'll go back. We'll go back.
Não gostam que eles, às vezes, o grande homem que tem, e elas não gostam. Eles chegam e. Eu gostaria.
Can you hear it now? Give us a 1 if you can hear it now.
De saber o porquê disso, o porquê dessa implicância com nós, brasileiras, cariocas.
Thanks, Bruce.
Eu queria saber o porquê.
So we won't touch anything. We'll just stay. We'll leave it as is.
Eles vão tratar da mesma forma. A gente vai pra praia, no restaurante, não vai ter estresse sem problema. Entendeu? E assim, quando eu conheço os americanos, assim, eu converso muito com eles. E eles falam sempre um pouquinho de cada coisa. Um pouquinho do trabalho, um pouquinho da família e um pouquinho das festas deles. Claro, que um dia eu vou, com certeza, que eu não tô morta. E vou curtir muito, muito mesmo lá.
Mas eu não quero comentar sobre meus amigos americanos. Quando vem ao Brasil, nós saímos para umas festas e baladas. É muito bom, né? Eles são muito legais comigo, com todos. Eu nunca tive estresse com eles, nunca problemas nenhum. Ao contrário de alguns homens brasileiros. Aqui e quando eu vejo eles nos tratam super bem, né? Saímos, vamos pra praia, vamos pro restaurante, conversamos bastante sobre lá onde eles moram e aqui. E eles falam que gostam muito do Brasil. Alguns vêm até morar aqui.
Sim, eu gosto dos pretos americanos. Eles são muito divertidos. Quando eles vêm no Brasil, assim, eles adoram o Brasil, eles adoram tudo. Eu adoro hip hop. Eu amo dança, eu gosto de dançar. E eu gosto do estilo que os americanos dançam. Eu adoro tudo, assim. Todos os ritmos de hip hop, eu adoro.
Have a number of girlfriends and friends that, have great careers, JDs, MDs, have all kinds of degrees, MBAs. And like for the vast majority of them, they're single. And the reality is, once you leave college, like that pool of available black men, at least for black women, that pool of available black men shrinks, drastically once you leave college.
A lot of this has to do sometimes with the women that we are involved with, especially now with the workforce, with the majority of women making much more money than the man. That then causes a problem with the woman, because now what happens is the woman wants to be the boss at the home and at the workplace.
Should we be to blame because black men can't, catch up with us or aren't on the same playing field? I think sometimes it comes off as being angry or we don't get along, but I think, should we settle for less or should we apologize for our success?
And I find that, especially with a lot of my friends, they choose to not even want to deal in those situations, and then they look to do other things and go other places and deal with women of other nationalities other than black women.
I have to take a back seat and I have to, make sure that you're taken care of all day. I have to come in and be like, oh, honey, here's dinner on the table that I made just for you. I don't think that. that necessarily exist. But I think it might not necessarily be because I don't think that is necessarily because Black women don't want to do it, but sometimes they don't have time.
In today's society, I think what happens is the woman is working. When she comes home, she don't want to be bothered. You know, she's had a hard day. You know, she doesn't want to really hear about your day. She wants to tell you about her day. And I think that with both parties working and with women making the majority of the money, they feel as though they don't have to give of themselves.
I'm not saying I depend on you, but you should be able to. Like, I don't want to know that if I lose my job, you can't help out. If I go to work and I'm making 6 figures, I feel like you need to at least make 75.
And I also find that a lot of times in relationships, especially with Black men, and they find out that they're having trouble with these women, they decide to go elsewhere and go to other places. I'll have several friends who just went up and moved to Brazil.
My name is Stephen W. Holmes from Chicago.
My name is Harold Motley from New Jersey.
I've been in Rio 3 good times.
I've been in Rio 19 times. I anticipated a poor and kind of desolate, beat up area with people living on the sidewalks and that kind of stuff, man. But she's not like that at all.
On what he's saying, a lot of people have the misconception that this is some kind of third world country. There are ladies walking down the street swinging shopping bags like any other big city in America, spending money. There are things down here that would not survive in the States. Like on every 2 or 3 blocks, you got a grocery store. And these people tend to shop exclusively in their area like that. That concept would never last in America, though. We go to one big supermarket. It's 6, 7, 8 blocks away. Here, everybody's down here walking, and so people tend to shop in the neighborhood. There's concepts down here that would not survive in America.
But women are noticing that their men are crossing the borders to find happiness, romance, or even just somebody to have a good time, hang out with. They not taking. I know a cat that used to take women on vacations. He don't do that no more. He come to Brazil. Why? Because his vacation is it.
No, they say, I'd love to go with you, Harold, but nah, man, my wife is not going to let me go down there. And that tells me, if a man's wife is not going to let him come, then you got problems.
I know guys who would love to come down here, but they say, man, and I tell them, I say, you don't want to come down to Rio. I said, because if you do, you're going to come back thinking, how can I get rid of her? This will change your thinking of women down here. I said, don't come to Brazil. I said, take your wife on an Alaskan cruise, buddy. Don't come to Rio by yourself. I said, because you're going to come back seriously depressed when you get to States.
The world is more like yourself than people in the U.S. tend to believe. If you don't travel, you don't understand what's happening outside of the borders of the U.S. And that's why I call back at home the Matrix. They want you to believe that the end all, the be all is what's happening in the U.S. It's not. The world is more like one another than the U.S. will lead you to believe. A lot of people want you to believe that the U.S. is the world, and it's not.
Yes, I definitely believe that traveling and seeing other parts of the world is definitely a key thing, because we need to open our horizons. A lot of times by being in our communities, all we see is what's in our community, and we believe that that is the entire world. In actuality, it's really not, because we need to also see that what we're doing here in America is not the whole world, nor does that make it right just because we're here in America.
A lot of times, the women keep themselves up here. They take care of themselves, and they take care of the brothers too. A lot of brothers come here because They can actually, instead of taking someone with baggage on a trip, with them, they can come to a place where they can pay a quarter of the cost, have access to the nice beaches, beautiful women, good food, and brothers can come and chop it up and relax.
Well, I have several friends who have up and moved to Brazil, and have found that the relationship levels there are totally different than here. They find that the women are definitely much more, I don't use words subservient because that's not what it is. I would say more caring of them and who they are, and respect them as men and treat them as such. And it has nothing to do with how much they make. It has nothing to do with anything else but them just being man.
I see a lot of American black women come here. They hold their head down because they can't hold a candle to these. They can't hold a candle to these chicks down here because they take care of themselves. They sexy in what they wear, how they carry themselves.
I work hard, in America and the state and the city that I work in, and you don't get embraced. I leave America and come here. Brazil's a nice country, man. She gives me warmth. She embraces me. I came here and I met the natives, if you will, and the respect and not admiration, but just the respect factor, man. I come here now because the women treat me like the man I know that I am. Right. See, back home, you got to buy all that. I have to buy your respect. I got to buy your time. You can't take a sister out back home in America, man, with nothing. You understand? To me, in the areas that I'm in now, a lot of the sisters working are gravitating toward, to me, negative guys. Pants hanging down, hair every which way. To me, that's not being a man. Right. If you can work, pay your bills, and be responsible and be a productive member of society, then that makes you a decent man. Women don't seem to like that anymore.
I do think the Barcelonas here could teach the American women some things about how to treat your man, because the drama's just not here with them. I mean, even though they know we're transient, they don't come with you with all the drama. I mean, women in the States, within a week, I'm getting all the drama, all the baggage, and I'll be like, man, I said, we've only known each other for a couple of days, and you hit me with your bad credit, your messed up marriages, and and I'm looking at all this stuff, and I tell women, I say, women that'll tell me they've been married 4 or 5 times, I said, what you need to say is that you've been divorced 4 or 5 times. I said, that tells a person more about you than to say I've been married 4 or 5 times. So I said, something could have happened to the guy, he could have died. But I said, if you tell somebody you've been divorced 4 or 5 times, I said, it lets me know that you got relationship problems. So you don't want to really find it. And I'm not getting into that, man. I tell women all the time, let me see your credit report, not your medical report. That tells me more about you than anything else. Anything else, how you handle your business, how you handle your bills down here.
I've met a lot of brothers down here. Actually, right now, I have more friends here than I do back at home. Because half the time, my homies back at home, their wives know that I live here. They know I'm single. They don't want their husbands to know nothing about this place. As a matter of fact, some of them are forbidden to even talk to me. That's the kind of, that's the kind of stuff that go on in the Matrix and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's good to meet brothers that travel, like I said earlier, I have more friends that are out of the United States than I have in the United States. What we basically want to discuss is how did y'all come to find out about Brazil and what brought you here?
Basically, a friend here, man, he's been coming for 2 years, and they've asked me to come. I never came. First time out, I'm enjoying myself since I got here. Since I got off the plane this morning.
I started coming from a friend of ours. They asked me for years to come down there. It was nice. Hey, I travel the world all the time, so it's good.
Me, I got tired of the American ski trip. And it was time for me to go to check Brazilian out. And I've been here ever since. Mr. John was my first apartment. And I guess it was 89 and 90. I've been coming ever since.
This is my 3rd time coming down. Some friends, mutual friends that we all know. told me about it. I just wanted to come down and see what it was all about. I've been enjoying it ever since. The first 2 times I came down was 06 and 07, and then it's my third trip, 2010.
It's my first time, and I really want to see the big Jesus. I haven't seen it yet. I've been here for 2 days, and I want to see the big Jesus. I want to see it.
What is your opinion about brothers that travel and why do you travel?
I like to experience and just to see someplace different than where I live and what I already know. And learn something different about the world.
Like you, I'm tired of the ski trip.
I deal with the ski trip with all this bam bam, Virginia Beach. I've been bam bam. I did
Murder Beach.
South Carolina,
Murder Beach, South Carolina.
Now, I said it's time for me to grow up and be a man. Like the Lord said, separate the bullshit from me. It's time to move on. I try to tell my boys what it's like being here, how the culture, how the ladies, how the food, and they don't believe it. But they got to come to themselves.
There's a lot of people, they live in a box. They complain about things going on outside the box. So they put themselves in a box by all they.
Okay, guys, give me a second. Trying to pull everything up. All right, there we go.
There we go.
All right, can you guys hear us? Let me know if you can hear us. Let us know. Put a 1 in the comment. We got 56 people here. Yeah, that was a oops. But we were trying to put up, we were trying to stall, or not stall, but pause for a moment so we can get to the comments. So let's scroll back down for a second, babe. So let's make sure everybody can hear us.
Okay.
Put a 1 in the comment section. If you guys can hear us clearly, let us know. We're going to wait for you guys with the 1s in the comment section.
Yeah, 1, we can hear you. Okay.
All right, great. We're going to go back up and listen to what some of you guys' comments have to be in regards to this video. The first thing we're going to do, we're going to go to the super chat that we had. We're going to scroll there, scroll back up, babe. Thank you very much.
Scroll where?
Now you can scroll down.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Keep going. Let's keep going. First of all, we want to say thank you for the super chat from
Bobby.
From Bobby. We appreciate that. We've got another one that we noticed as well. There's a couple. There is 2 more.
Patient.
I know.
Patient is another one.
From Bobby. Thank you very much, Bobby. We appreciate you, man.
Okay, wait a second. You need to be. Okay.
There we go.
Yeah, thank you a lot. And he said, I've noticed that the same men in America don't admit to begin unsuccessful with women in the United States. What is that? I've have men that make fun of me for admitting. Thank you to having this issue.
Yeah. There are men out there that have the issue in regard. We got 1 more at the bottom, David. Then you can scroll back up if you want to. But one thing that you have to that we have to admit, we've admitted to ourselves that we tried to have these type of relationships with our ladies in the United States, with no matter what culture you're coming from. But when you're finding yourself being unsuccessful with women, and the women in the video were admitting why you were unsuccessful, Bobby, men have already admitted that. Not Bobby, but I forget who the other person was that just had it, which Andrea had pulled up and she knocked it away. Was it Bobby?
Yeah.
10? Okay. Thank you.
This is Anthony Thomas with 10.
Okay, thanks, Ann, with the 10. We appreciate that. But most men admit, hey, this is not working for me, and I'm not about to waste my time with the ladies in the United States. I think that's the biggest thing that women aren't realizing, that men are tired of wasting their time. And mind you, most men aren't talking about that American women are evil. You never heard anybody in the video say that. Nobody said American women they're all cheating on us and they're just monsters. No one ever says that. It's just that men are tired of the attitude, the put me first, the lack of family. Most men don't deal with American women just based off of the lack of respect of building and establishing a family. I give you a perfect example. Andrea and I were talking during the video, during the section when the girl that said, if I make $100,000 a year, my man should at least make 75,000. And she said, well, most women work hard and don't have time to cook for their man and their family. And what did you say? Who were we talking about?
I mean, we were talking about, because you guys, I mentioned this plenty times. In culture, Latin women, we have been raised to be the manager of the house. So if we got kids, if we got a husband, of course, or you are the big sister, of course, you wake up really early. If you need to go to school or work at 7, 8 a.m., you wake up really early, around 4 or 5 a.m. to prepare to cook everything, the breakfast, the lunch, and let's something for the night. But we do that because we have been trained to be like that. And another thing, and that I was discussing with Dre, I mean, in the States, everything is pre-cooked, right?
Pre-cooked.
Just everything is chopped, everything's so ready to put in the pot. Here, there's not like that. We just start from zero to chop everything to from the fridge, start from the bottom to cook. So that's the part that I don't get it. Like, we've been trained to be like this, to just we call in Espanol despachar, that we call like despachar, but to let everything ready for the day, because as a woman of the house, of course, you both work, so that's the thing. Only guys and some guys help, some, not all, but that's the part that culture is like that. So to me and to us, it's like, you don't cook. Why you don't cook? That now you guys understand. When it's really surprising to me to hear a lady and say, I don't cook, I don't know how to cook. No, I don't cook because it's something that you like or not like, but I don't know how to cook. To me is really, I can understand in this year, in this century, that you don't know how to cook. When you have YouTube out there, that everything is on internet, and it's really easy. In my time, I didn't have YouTube, or I couldn't go to YouTube and see recipes. No. So yes, that's the part that I was discussing with Dre.
And also, Andrea and I were just talking about the mindset. Remember, the woman once again said, and both women were talking about how Black women in the United States don't have time for that. We don't have time to be cooking for our man and catering to our man and treating our man like this, that, and this. And Andrea and I were talking about her aunt, who's like Miss Diva, Miss Diva USA, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So she's Miss Diva. She lives in Medellin. She has to be at work at a certain time. She catches the bus from one side, the subway from one side of the city to another side, because she's a nurse, right?
Yeah.
And yet and still being a diva and having to get up early in the morning to go to work as a nurse. And you know how stressful being a nurse can be. She still has time to develop and take care of and feed her family. So when I hear women in the United States, and we talk about food from scratch, not in a bag, not in a box, not in a canister. So when we hear women in the United States crying about what they can't do, and we're watching women in India, women in China, who are just as successful, who are just as educated, who have schedules and driving through traffic and riding through traffic, just like you women in the States do. And you say you have no time to cook for your family, treat your family right, and take care of your man. We don't understand it. And this is why men are saying we are not successful with women in the United States. It's not about we can't have sex with them. Most guys in this comment section will put in the comment section and say, we can have sex with the most beautiful women in the United States and still feel unfulfilled. So it's not about if he can get a diva, or if he can get somebody that's fine enough, or a woman that's got enough money or enough looks. We all smash the best of them. But when it comes to the family, in our future, in the future of our name, the women in the United States are not the women that, for most, not all, because there are really good women in the States too. But for men to waste our time looking for women in the United States, we're not going to do it anymore. We're done with that. We are done. We've got our passports, and we ask ourselves, why should I sift through the mud for a piece of gold when I can go to South America where they make the gold?
Exactly. Wait a second. Let me start to go to the comments.
I'll let you go into the comments, ma'am.
Wait a second. There we go. We got here a comment say, with both parents working, nobody is teaching women to be mothers and ladies. They teach home economy in high school, how to cook by the fifth grade.
And I don't even think that if they still have home ec, they used to have it in high school. You no longer have home economics in high school, that class where they teach women how to cook, how to use a measuring cup, how to use a measuring spoon.
I think that is more important in life, like economy, teach the kids their economy, birth control, how to keep a house. That's life. That's really life. But yeah, we got another one here. Most say part 1. Our society has how pronounce this one? Pite?
Our society has systematic race.
No.
Our system has pitted black men versus black women through systematic racism. Through I can agree with that.
Black woman will always be looked at before a black man. So
Always.
The black man represents competition.
Yes, it does. Yes, we do. It's always been like that.
Thank you so much.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning to you.
Make sure you guys put Richie Mac's Gail, if you don't mind, put Richie Mac's channel in the chat. So those of you that don't know who Richie Mac is, make sure you subscribe to his channel. Let's see what Gail has to say.
Gail said it's fresh and better that way anyway, because I've
pre-cooked
already pre-cooked and pre-prepared. More than likely, they are additives to keep it from going bad fast.
Yes, absolutely correct. Thanks, Gail.
Ken Ross say, another good topic is speaking to me, Dre and Andrea. Dating here is frustrating. It speak of females to choose from is so bad.
Now, let me ask you guys, from looking at what the guys had to say and what the ladies had to say. This was in 2017, mind you. This is over 5 years ago. And yet, do you guys see that the exact same thing, if not worse, has happened? So when you guys sit back and hear YouTubers say, the black family is going to come back together, we're going to unify, we're going to be one. In the United States, it's not going to happen in your lifetime. The white family is separated with the same amount of divorce. So don't just think it's black in the United States. It is not going to happen in your lifetime. So you have a question to ask yourself, black men. Are you willing to sacrifice the rest of your life to try to find a woman in that country when you can get a passport and you can spend the rest of your life happy as Andre and I are? And we talk about how blessed we are as a couple, and you can find somebody who loves you for the rest of the life you got. So you got a choice. You can either look for love, or you can either come to South America and other countries and enjoy love. But you can't have both. You can't have both, being struggling in the United States, being treated like half a citizen. You got the LGBTQ community that's treated better than you as a black man, better than you as a white man. You got child support all over your back. So at the end of the day, while you're dealing with that and you're trying to find the love of your life, with all that on top of you as a black man, and you're trying to find the love of your life, when you come to another country, half of those stresses already disappear, and you can focus on finding the love of your life.
The brother said, Proverbs 31, woman will blow the modern day reality, show the woman's mind. That is a businesswoman that takes care of her and her man.
Proverbs 31, absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. Every woman want to claim she's that, but most women aren't.
We got a question here. How much does her femininity cost in the US?
I don't know. It cost just a date is costing y'all $200, $300, $400 just to go on one date in the United States. So, and then in the video, as we're going to do part 2 next week, so you guys get a chance to see part 2. And in part 2, the women discuss even further about how men pay for this, men pay for that in other countries, not realizing we pay in the United States. A man is going to pay no matter where you go, but do you get the results for what you pay for? In the United States, you don't get those good. Go ahead.
Will is here. Thank you, Will, for being here.
Shout out,
Andre,
Will.
hey, family. I love Cali, Colombia.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Wait a second.
Hey, Will, you need to hit me up. Let me know what time your appointment is tomorrow for the dentist.
Oh, Will's still here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like that. Let me say, Super Sticker, thank you so much.
Thank you, brother.
Is it even worse now? We have to treat it as a tactical retreat and go where we are loved and appreciated.
It is a tactical retreat to step back and say, you know what, let me go where I'm appreciated.
Okay, they have a professional woman over here drinking to encourage girls to vote.
Yeah.
Wait a second. I feel like women have a double down, to be honest.
Excuse me.
Their mom say, hell, you have more white women catching jails cases now.
I know, right?
Wow. Larry Perry is here too.
Larry Perry.
The pool of quality women is very low in the West, and I have to get out of my country, Mexico, Georgia. Okay, Georgia and Turkey, where I come.
Wow.
Okay, Turkey. There we go. We got here another one. Western women are too masculine. I can deal with that.
Yes. It's like you're talking to one of your boys, one of your friends, when you're talking to many women in the West. Not all, but many.
Hell to the not coming back in November, planning and programming for the future in Latin, especially Colombia.
There we go.
Okay. They'll say some women in the States go on dates, has a sport, just go to get a free meal.
A free meal. Absolutely correct. It's sad. They put more energy in getting a free meal out of you than the energy that they would have put on by getting a recipe and learning how to cook for you. I'll repeat that. They'll put all this energy, all this effort, this whole con into getting free meals out of 3, 4, 5, 6 men a week than to sit back and learn how to cook for themselves.
Be might say, ever since I came to Chile, I lost 70 pounds from 340 to 270 pounds. The food here is organic, naturally, and it's a fitness culture out here. I'm literally the biggest person here. Yeah. Can you say, see this? Okay, see this in the thing. The way females carry themselves here, they don't give a damn. The attitude, slutty behavior, dark, miserable aura. Most of them give off of a very negative vibe.
Yes. Not all, but most. He's absolutely correct. It's sad. It's so sad. And I hate to see that a lot of good men are going through this. Usually, if you looked at that video, there were no Pookies and Ray Rays in that video. All these men were articulate. All these men seemed like they were well-mannered, behaved, as far as educated. These guys talked about that they traveled around the United States. They talked about they went to the ski trips. I know what they're talking about, the Martin Luther King ski trip that's in Michigan every year during February. Everybody goes snow skiing. I know what they're talking about, go to Murder Beach for the bike trips. I know what they're talking about going on the cruises. But there's only so much that you can do in the United States, and you're tired of being around obesity. You're tired of being around the same people and not learning new cultures. And so you end up saying, you know what, like the one guy said, it's time for me to grow up and be a man and use my passport for what it's supposed to be used for.
German say, what was the name of that documentary again?
It is Frustrated. It's Frustrated One. That's the name of the documentary.
Thank you so much, Teo. That was en español, Teo. How do you pronounce?
Theo.
No, en español is Teo.
All right, Teo.
And it's the short name of Teodoro.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know if his name is like that. Sorry, my bad. But in español is like that, Teo. Okay, thank you so much for your donation. He said, enjoying this. Good to see a black man who is respect. I'm more into Brazil. Maybe I should consider Colombia. Colombia is with double O, Theo. But thank you so much.
Put the O for Colombia, not you. Colombians hate that. Hate it.
Okay, nice job, Mike. Yeah, Mike, congratulations. You put a hard work, losing weight.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, wait a second. Anthony said, also don't interfere with black love, otherwise you will be the one in the body bag.
I don't get that. And let us know what you mean by that. You said also don't interfere with black love, otherwise you will end up in the body bag. Let us know what you meant by that.
Yeah, okay, I was reading that here comments. There we go. Okay, wait a second. Okay. There we go. Okay, we don't have more. Okay, there we go.
All right, guys. So the reason why we did the first part of this video, because a lot of people don't realize where the boost or the push. I mean, you've heard about Charles Tyler and you know his YouTube channel. You've heard about Youssef in Brazil. You've heard about Tailor-Made Dreams in DR, and you heard about Marwa and Ace in Colombia. These guys were kind of like the beginning of the late teens of 2015, 2016, 17, 18, all the way until now. These were the guys that helped lay the foundation for a lot of men getting their passports. But the movie that started it all is this one, Frustrated. Now, I know those of you that have seen it before, like, wait a minute, it doesn't start like that. What I did, I took the end part where the ladies are, and I put it in the beginning because I want to catch you guys' attention in regards to what Brazilian women had to say about American men. And so you might see that ending again at the end, but I want to move it to the beginning, actually. So for those of you that have never seen this movie, Frustrated, but you've heard about Charles Tyler and you heard about all those brothers in Brazil, this movie was the movie that these guys decided to come together and put together. They've done Frustrated 2, and they're going to have Frustrated 3. And after Andre get done with the comment section, we're going to show you the trailer to Frustrated 3.
Okay, wait a second, you guys. There we go. The slides up. Yeah, it's Colombia. Yeah, that's okay. Now you know better.
Oh, yeah.
Anthony said he's explaining there was a black man that tried to stop an argument between a black couple, and he was shot and killed by the husband.
Yeah,
it's been all over the news here.
That's true. I did hear about that. That's true. It's so sad. So sad. You're right, brother. Don't interfere, brothers. If these sisters want to be even here.
No, here when you see a couple fighting. And people don't involve. You know why? Not because get a shot like in the States. It's because when, for example, you and I we fight in the street, someone involved, and the guy, another unknown person attacking you, started fighting with you, and then what did I do? Did not hit my husband. Did not. So you look like a clown. Like I try to defend you, but you say that don't hurt your husband, but you hurt me while hitting you. Like in Colombia, it happens. When those fights that happens, I think remember in one feria, right? That we were in a feria. It was a couple that were start to discuss and like a fight. We're like, I'm not saying anything.
When we saw it was me and I think it was me and your mom walking at one time, and we saw the father yelling at his daughter.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, I remember that because they were like, rah! He was yelling. I'm like, you could tell it was the daughter, and the mother was trying to pull him and say, babe, calm down. And he was yelling at the daughter like he was almost about to attack her. I don't know what happened, but I'm like,
No, here is not like you take a gun. No, it's because the woman always defend their husband, even though that she got a black eye and everything. Don't hit my husband. Don't hit. So that's the part. In Colombia, it happens like that. Okay, Joy say the other thing that you have to deal with are the family that failed to raise and hold their daughters accountable for their behavior.
That's so true. Good call.
Mm-hmm. Okay, wait a second. Okay, wait a second. Oh, there we go. You know that the light is really small. Okay, Anthony said he's going to defend his ratchet wife, and you will be deaf. You will be deaf one. It happens before. It happens before they even marry. Then, and how many brothers have been killed defending single black woman?
Yep, and they want to say that we're not protected. The black woman is the least protected woman in the world. That is BS. Black women in the United States got more protection from the government and from individuals than you got the LGBT, which your LGBTQ community wish you would say something about a black woman. The federal government wish you would do something against a black woman. States have programs to support a black woman. If a black woman has a child, you will rarely see a black woman on the streets with a child, because there are so many homeless shelters for black women and black women with children. There is only two in the United States homeless shelters for men. Do you know what a lot of men were doing? When I was incarcerated, I found out this when I was going through my court case. And, in court, you're in the county. You know what a lot of dudes were doing to get off the streets in the wintertime? They commit a petty crime. Like, I know dudes said, I stole some cheese from the grocery store and I made sure I got caught. Why? He said, Andre, I ain't had nowhere to go for the winter. Wow. So I decided to get arrested and come to jail. That's where a lot of dudes that have mental issues and dudes that have nowhere to go to. They say, I'm better off being in jail during the wintertime. I only got 3-month case. They told me I'm guilty. I got a 3-month case. I get 3 meals and I get somewhere to sleep and I don't have to deal with the snow. There is no homeless shelters but 2 in the United States. Wow. That's all male.
That's sad.
So when women sit back and say there is no protection for women, I call BS.
Wow. Preach, Andre. Okay, the only race, Sherwin say, the only race of women who are complaining about their men dating now or their race is the American black woman. If they just admit that they are most selfish woman on the planet, it makes sense.
Yep. But they're too selfish to admit being selfish.
That's one of the things. I see this one of the things, and not just black women. It's women in general. Mm-hmm. And I say the women in general, we think that we know better. We think that even that we are super multifunctional, mm-hmm. right? That's part of who being a woman, but you're not always right. And that's one of my advice, even discussing with the women of my family. You're not always right. I mean, because sometimes your ego is so high that you don't want to see the truth. You think that you're right because you're a woman. That's not true. And I learned that marry mm-hmm. because you have to sit down and consider. Okay, I have my mistake. Okay, what you say it makes sense. I see the argument why you say or why you're right. No, so that's the part. Like, to be a wife, or to be a woman, you're not always right.
Yeah.
But in the state, I see that a lot. Even cops, she's Mr. Right. You're right. She's Mrs. Right. Something mm-hmm. like that. She's always right, or something like that. I see. But yeah, not all the time. No. You're right.
No.
Okay, wait a second. We got here, your mom saying in Indianapolis, they have a baby dress up for the mothers who no longer want their kids.
Yeah, that's true. Shout out to Indy. But yeah, there are a lot of hospitals in the United States and different states where a woman, if she doesn't even want her child, she can just drop her child off at the hospital and she good. There is so much, there are so many benefits of being a woman in the United States. And for women right now that live in the United States and beg to differ, come on, live outside the United States for 3 months. And I bet you go running back to the United States, kissing the ground compared to what women in other countries have to deal with.
Teo say you are a charming Colombia. Do you guys have any podcasts regarding strategies for relationships slash marriage in Colombia? It's a question.
Okay, do we have one regarding, or any podcast regarding, what is it?
For relationships.
Strategies. Oh yeah, strategies for interracial or relationships or marriages in Colombia. Yes, we do. We got a lot of videos on that. That's how we started off. Just basically talking about relationships, talking about ours, talking about long distance relationships, how to keep one strong if you're still in the States and that person is still here. We started off with all that
in my channel too. Hi guys, another thing, I just record a really fun video in Espanol. It's not in English because it's a topic that I make, a request that I made on my Instagram, talking about plastic surgery. But yeah, I did it in Espanol, and of course, at the end of the year, I'm gonna do it in English. Waiting for 1 year of plastic surgery to tell you guys my experience, especially for the ladies. So many ladies tested me about plastic surgery in Colombia. Okay.
Oh yeah,
that's done. Okay, we got another one. Okay, I think that's it. Okay.
All right. Shout out to all you guys that are here from Kings and Dreams on down. Thank you, Felicia and Charles, as well as Gail, for being our moderators today. We love you and appreciate you, and thank you for all that you've done, from keeping the trolls away to actually working alongside and making sure everybody's live stream or their channel has been put in the comment section. We thank you for that. If you guys want any type of consultation, you already know, email us at aspence2011. We do consultations on. Go
we'll
ahead.
say is check your cash app.
Okay. Okay.
Oh my God, you guys. Yeah, it was a really good topic. Talking about different cultures.
I know. Let's hold up. Let's see.
Yeah, we're pretty excited for the next week.
Okay. Thank you, Sleepy DK in the building for the $10 cash app right here.
Okay, thank you a lot.
We want to say thank Wills for the $25 cash app. We appreciate you guys that are donating to the channel and some of the things that we got planned. We got some things coming down the turnpike. We got some trips coming down the turnpikes that you guys are going to be with us, because you guys already know where we are.
When we go,
you go. I did that one wrong. Okay, guys. Okay, no. Let's hey guys in the moderators, can you take care of that bot that's coming up right there, that love chat? Could you get rid of that? We'll let them take care of that.
Okay. Another thing, Wearman Looks Magazine, he said there's a TikTok video around where female senator is twerking and buzzing to a wide open. That is going on a man.
Wow. They just make it so easy not to miss some of the mess that's going on in the United States.
Okay, wait a second. Let me go in order, you guys, because I always.
If you moderators can't get rid of the bot, let us know. We'll take care of it for us. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. I think an alarming fact is more Black women have passports as opposed to Black men.
And they still complain about us.
Okay, Black Goku, thank you for your donation. He said, this is my first time hearing about this frustrated documentary.
Wow.
Where do I find it? Sounds like a documentary worth watching.
I am going to put you know what? Let me see, because I know, give me a second, babe. Let me see if I can pull the actual documentary up, because I closed out that window. But I just recently closed it out. History. So I'm going to go to history.
frustrated here. In daily motion.
There we go. Do me a favor, babe.
What?
Take this. Let me turn that off.
There we go.
Now
this link?
Yeah, let's take this link. Oh, that was my fault.
I'm really impressed how you just with one hand. I can't even do this.
That's because I've been doing so many live streams. Let me go back. Okay, we're about to put it in the description, the actual link of the full-length video. So you guys, now we're going to still do part 2 next week, but you guys can watch the full-length video of Frustrated 1, and we will still come back and do like 15-20 minutes of the next part next week, and we're going to talk about that. So even if you guys still watch the whole thing, you'll get a chance to actually.
We got a question here. Joey say, one day you can and your wife discuss how to buy property and homes in Colombia. That is a consultation question.
Yeah, that's part of the consultations. Good question, though.
Even though the email for consultation with Dre is this one.
That's the email. So guys, if you have any consultations, A. Spence, 2011, if you're interested, we go thoroughly through what's going on here in Colombia. And one of the topics we do talk about is property, opening up bank accounts, things like that. We talk about dental, how we got our veneers, all that. We're going to start posting starting next week. We're going to start posting a commercial for our dentist during the live stream, so you guys get a chance to see that.
Please enjoy the mani pedi on me, $20.
We will you know what?
You know that this week.
You already know the price.
Yeah, I know. This week we're gonna get our nails done. Yeah, to be ready for Petronium.
It's kind of funny you would say that because I was looking at my nails earlier and I'm like, you know what? I need to get my nails.
That's not really too bad.
Look at all that new growth right there.
But it doesn't look like too bad.
Oh, no, I'm bougie, so.
Yeah, no, me too. But
yeah.
This week.
I'm like, wait a minute, what's this? What's this?
Thank you so much, Bruce, for your donation. Charles say, this is why we are all here. We are all finding and exploring our options, and that is beautiful thing. That's so true. Okay. Trevon, thank you for your donation.
That's Volak in the live stream.
Okay. Sorry. It's hard for me to pronounce his name.
No. Yeah.
Okay, but thank you so much.
That's easier.
Yeah, Trevon. Okay. Trevon.
Okay, cool.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, brother.
Okay. You know that your channel is getting famous because the trolls and X-rate links are starting to.
Yeah, it was the same links that showed up when I was on the live stream with Gail and the rest of you guys on Zoom to Thailand this morning.
You know that we getting some fame because, we always got haters. So that's made me know, like, okay, we're doing pretty good things.
I know, right?
Yeah, I never like, oh, you hate me. No, we're doing pretty good. Okay, can you say, Dre, have you seen the documentary Frustrated?
This is the documentary Frustrated. The actual link that I just put in, Frustrated. They're actually on Frustrated 3. And speaking of Frustrated 3, before you go any further, babe, we're going to play the link to Frustrated, the trailer to Frustrated 2. So go to brand.
Okay.
Frustrated 3. I'm sorry. Go to brand.
Wait a second.
The last one.
This one.
Yes, ma'am.
When you date a woman and she may be a potential wife, it's a competition thing all the way. I can't take it no more.
They feel propped up because they feel more beholden to the government. And then their man comes second. That's why they figure that they're strong, independent, don't need no man because they have the government.
Because the men are failing us, to be honest. Guys thinking about themselves and they'll think about you after you react.
You don't hear anything about being good wives and all this other stuff. What you hear is you're strong and you independent. You can do it on your own. You got black girl magic, black girl rock, but you ain't said nothing about black family.
My mother is like what they consider to be the strong Black woman. I feel like I projected that onto the guys that I dated.
Ladies have no idea how stiff their competition really is. You have no clue how Black men are viewed in the rest of the world. We are the #1 most sexually desired man on the face of this planet.
They would call Jesus Dusty if he was here living in America because of the gross narcissism that a lot of our women have.
There we go.
Oh, there we go.
Okay.
All right. So, guys, remember that Frustrated 3, I'm going to find out if it's already out. I'm going to talk to Coach Knishin to find out if they've already released it and let you know what link to go to. And we're going to also be showcasing Frustrated 2. So Frustrated is the one that we're talking about right now. Then we're going to showcase Frustrated 2 probably later on this month. And then Frustrated 3, we're going to also let you guys go ahead and support them. We're not going to show it on here. We're going to let you guys support them with Frustrated 3 because it's definitely something that you want to see. And I like that trailer because them brothers were coming at them.
Okay, Charles, I hear you missed the first part of my comments. Sorry. We got so many comments, you guys. Okay, early, I have a question for Suna Thailand in regards to Thai women or Thailand women. How they view themselves physically. I don't think he got it in top.
I think he got it though. I don't know. That maybe he saw it, maybe he didn't. I don't know.
Okay,
because you know it's early there.
Okay, yes. But another thing he say. Wait a second. So Big Mike say, Suna Thailand's girlfriend versus Andrea. Who you all think is bad? I think I'm
y'all
gonna
some
go
monsters. Y'all some monsters.
I don't
y'all
get
gonna y'all gonna do L like that, man? No. Y'all gonna do
What
L and
happened?
Andrea like that? No.
What happened?
He's like, whose girlfriend is prettier or nicer or whatever. I think both of these ladies, and I mean it from the bottom of my heart, not saying it just to be said. I think both of these are gorgeous ladies. They represent ladylikeness. They are not argumentative. They aren't evil. Any of those things. The Andrea that you see now who drives me crazy is the Andrea that drives me crazy.
You drive me crazy.
I know I do.
Oh my God.
I don't have no problem with admitting mine. I don't have no problem with admitting mine. So, but both of these ladies are great. And these are the examples of women that we both should aspire to want to be with, as far as doesn't matter what culture, as long as they give you fit, feminine, they give you fertility, and they give you food, being friendly.
Noodle versus Andrea.
That's crazy.
You guys are funny, seriously. Okay, both are feminine, beautiful, inspirational.
Mhm.
Okay, I never seen a Richie Mac girlfriend, so that's the thing that I don't, trying to understand, but I haven't seen her. Oh, I don't know her. Yeah.
There we
Okay,
go.
we got. It's so funny. Might say I delete the comment and it's still showing what the okay, I have a question early, and so I will be refresher. Is that right?
Go ahead.
Okay. Do you feel that the menospreciar?
The manosphere.
Okay, is hiring American from a Persian woman overseas?
Hindering men. The manosphere, I'm gonna tell you something. I don't know too much about it. I'm gonna tell you guys something for real. I didn't travel and all these titles were around or existed or were mainstream. When I use my passport, and a lot of you brothers can attest to this, because y'all been using your passports for the longest too. There was no red pill, there was no SYSBM, there was no manosphere, there was no MGTOW, men, go your own way. There was none of that. None of this. It was just us as men with a passport going to see and enjoy other countries. When we got there, we discovered, hey, there are beautiful women here. That's how it was for most of us. But we didn't know we knew that Colombian women and Venezuelan were gorgeous, and Brazilian women and East Asian women. We knew that, but we didn't think about it like first thing off. And a lot of those dudes in the video said, you know, they came down and they were introduced to the beauty of the women and the femininity of the women.
Oh my God.
So, Manosphere, oh, give me the line.
Okay, Big Mike say, Andra, I think you are a perfect example for the brothers. When you first moved down there in Colombia, you have your own, you have your fun with the nightlife activities. Then you settle down with Andrea Respect.
That's
Okay.
exactly how I did it. I was like you guys, came down, had my fun, enjoying it. Then I said, okay, I'm going to live here, and I want to be with somebody serious. And so that's how it all worked out with me and Andre.
Okay. Yeah, they're having a little conversation here. Okay, I think we don't have more. Okay. There we go.
All right, guys. Well, we're about to wrap it up. We're going to see you guys on Wednesday for the live stream for the part 2, numero dos, of this particular video. Once again, for those that didn't get a chance to see Frustrated, now you got a chance to actually see the video that actually set it all off. All these brothers started making YouTube channels. All these brothers started traveling. Not all, but many brothers started with military and so forth, and other brothers have been traveling like forever. But the mainstream guys, since like 2015, 16, 17, the major move was all based off of these brothers in this video. And I'm glad that these brothers made this video to let other men see that there are opportunities out here, no matter what race, color, creed that you are. My name is Andre.
My name is Sandra.
And we are Love Crossing Borders with a beautiful T. Beautiful smile.
Smile.
All right.
Smile. Oh my God. Okay, thank you so much for your comments, guys, for always supporting the super chat, the donations. Thank you a lot, and thank you a lot for your time. We'll see you this Wednesday.
Thank you, brothers. We'll see you later. Thank you, ladies. We appreciate